so you're just gonna come to the bottom of your dough here, and you're just gonna start rolling it over, just tucking it and rolling it in, kind of like a typewriter. You're just gonna go from the left to the right, and then work your way back over, and you can kind of pull on it a little bit and tighten that roll as you go along. Be careful not to pull too hard, or you might tear your dough. So just kind of try and get a tight roll in there, and so that these toppings aren't going to come out at the end when you get to the end here. Okay, and then when I get to the end, I'm going to pinch the dough. I'm going to pinch the seam shut. Oh. And try and make sure, like if you tear it, that's okay. Just kind of pinch your dough back together and it'll be fine. Okay, so I've got that seam nice and sealed shut. Okay, so I'm going to grab my cutting board. Place that on your cutting board and grab a good sharp knife, and then I'm going to cut, I would say about 1.5 to 2 inch slices. And I'm using a nice sharp serrated knife, so this makes it really easy. One thing I didn't tell you to get ready is it's handy if you can get some cornmeal ready and your baking sheet, because let's see. So I use just a regular baking sheet and a piece of parchment. And I get my cornmeal and I just spread it, sprinkle it on that parchment. And that way it shouldn't stick to the parchment anyways, but just because you're using cheese and meats and all that kind of stuff, just the cornmeal, I think, also gives it that pizza element to it too. These are going to be so yummy. See how yummy that looks? So these I'm going to bake. We're going to bake these and eat these right away. And then with the other dough that I have over here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get them all rolled up, except I'm going to put my baking sheet. I'll get them on the baking sheet too and everything. But I'll put my baking sheet in my freezer and just freeze them for a few hours. And then once the dough is frozen, I just pop it in a Ziploc. And you can pull them out of the freezer whenever you need a quick snack. My kids love them for like afternoon snacks or lunch. It's a super awesome, fast, easy treat.